All right, you guys, let's get right down to business. As we saw what happened yesterday, that the Orange Man got acquitted for the events of January 6th, which led to several deaths, including a police officer at the Capitol. Now, they had no intentions on convicting this man. And the reason why they had no intention of convicting this man, despite the overwhelming evidence that supports him being convicted, is they just didn't want to. They just didn't want to out of fear of their own political livelihood. They had no intentions on convicting this man. And they still peddle that bullshit talking point about the election and all that. That the election results were somewhat skewed and all that. All because his guy didn't win. Now, the biggest piece of nonsense that they were spewing out and they were kept repeating is, well, the president is out of office and we need to move forward. But they want us to ignore the fact that the incident happened while he was president. They just keep on moving the goalposts and their blatant hypocrisy continues to show. So I'm not surprised that them Republican senators, the other 43 of them, refused to convict them for whatever reason. And Mitch McConnell is just as much complicit in all this. Mitch McConnell, when he was the Senate Majority Leader, he intentionally moved the date to February the 9th. He intentionally moved the date. Then they go turn around and say, well, he's no longer the president, so we shouldn't convict him. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all intentionally did all this. And these politicians, I continue to say this all the time. These politicians out here trying to psychologically masturbate us and believe and believe the fact that we're stupid. Like we don't know what we're talking about. Like we don't know what the fuck's going on. So no, I'm not surprised by what I saw yesterday. They intentionally do all this shit, and then they sit up here and lie to our face and try to revise history like we don't know what the fuck going on. Well, he can't be impeached because he's no longer the president. We need to move forward. We need to unite the country and come together. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not united with no goddamn known white supremacist that plots and schemes for my demise on a daily basis. Sorry, you're not getting that out of me. What's up, Mr. Panzer? Now, what happens next? What is the next set of moves for the demon rats? I mean, the Democratic Party, right? Because I'm neither for Republicans, I'm neither for Democrats. I'm a sole independent body. Now, but since the Democrats hold the majority in the Senate, what's next, right? So they can invoke the 14th Amendment. And in Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, it talks about insurrection, right? My buddy Quest X, if you want more of this deep knowledge of politics, I would recommend you subscribe to this channel. Quest X. That's right. He is another political mind, a deep political mind. But yeah, they need to invoke the 14th Amendment, and in Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, it talks about insurrection. Now, that vote only requires a majority vote, and since the Democrats hold the majority in the Senate, even if all the Republicans said no, Kamala Harris or Vice President Kamala Harris holds the tie-breaking vote. Just like they pushed the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill, when Bernie Sanders played hardball with all those Republicans when they were trying to skirt and scheme their way out of that one, and they just went ahead and invoked that $1.9 million COVID-19 relief bill with a simple majority, well, they can invoke the 14th Amendment with a simple majority. That will prevent Donald Trump from running ever again. Now, let's also one thing that's lost in all this dude has lost tons of support based on the events of January 6th. Because all those people that went up there and all those people stormed the Capitol under his direction, they were looking for him to pardon them, and he did not do it. He did not pardon them. And only he was like, well, I didn't tell those guys to do it. I was just practicing free speech. So he practically threw all his supporters under the bus. So if I went out and supported a man that wouldn't piss on me if I was on fire, right? And I hear him say that, then chances are I'm not gonna ever show my support for that dude ever again. But there's also another saying, time heals all wounds. So we just have to see if the Democratic Party do not invoke the 14th Amendment, which they should. I don't know why you're not. I don't know what taking so fucking long. Invoke the 14th Amendment. Anyway. What was that again? Oh, yeah. So if they don't invoke the 14th Amendment, and this dude happens to run again in 2024, right? But what's going to happen again in 2022? The midterms. So a report came out that these same Republican senators that voted to not convict this dude, they still believe that Trump can help them win back the Senate and win back the House. But this is the problem. Why would you even have that kind of logic when the guy that y'all deem as the guy that is going to be the leader of the Republican Party lost the Senate, he lost the House, and he lost the presidency? So if a guy loses you all that, why the fuck would you think this guy would make you win it back? It's raw, unadulterated insanity. That kind of thinking and that kind of logic make absolutely no sense. How can you have a guy who lost you the Senate, who lost you the House, and he lost you the presidency, all of a sudden now be the same guy that will win you back the House and win you back the Senate? But we need to move on, and we need to bring the country together, and we need to let bygones be bygones. Y'all don't do that with black people. Y'all don't do that with black people. Y'all bring up if a black person willing to aspire to become somebody, you bring up shit from when he was like 15 years old, and you any little thing that he did, right? You're bringing up, you dig it up like it was the Undertaker or something. But for this dude, we need to let bygones be bygones, and he's not the president anymore. And you can't convict you can't convict Donald Trump because he's no longer the sitting president. When you guys intentionally moved the date to February 9th, and the incidents that happened on January 6th, and you know what? Let's go back, because he's been peddling that bullshit talking point for months when he was doing his various rallies around the country. When he did his various rallies around the country, what the one thing this dude was kept on repeating, that if he lost the election was rigged. He's been peddling that talking point for months leading up to January 6th. The weekend after the election took place, they came to the Capitol and was protesting. They went out there and they destroyed Black Lives Matter Boulevard, and they went and tore DC the fuck up. Then the next month, they went out there, did the same exact thing. Because what was going on December 14th? Right? December 14th. That's when the Electoral College was going to certify the votes and make Joe Biden president. That's what happened on December 14th. So the weekend prior to that, they was out there tearing shit up again. And no, the election was not rigged. You know, come on now, don't come in here with that, man. For real, man. That'll get you blocked. All right, don't come in here with that. That's not the election was not rigged. Right? They ain't all this litany dead people that was voting, right? And then the people that got busted voting and all that, the people that got busted for voter fraud were voting for him. They were voting for Trump. No, it's the actions while he was president that got him impeached. And see, you got to get away from that partisan shit. Because had it been a Democrat that did the same thing Donald Trump did, right? Bill Clinton, for crying out loud, got impeached for getting head under the table. What's up, y'all? Bill Clinton literally got in trouble. He was going to get removed from office for getting head under the table. You had Lindsey Graham running his fat mouth when he had a full head of black hair. It is not about. It is not about. What it is not about what's such and such. We need to cleanse the office of the presidency. He does not have to be convicted to be removed from office. It's about cleansing the office of the president. That's what that lady G getting hogtied, getting fucked with a dildo said. So what's changed? Oh, we changed it from a D to an R, and all of a sudden now we don't see what happened. I'm so illogical to why we even holding this meeting because he's just not guilty. He's just not guilty at all. The guy tried to literally get you guys killed, but he's not guilty at all. Meanwhile, a guy could get head under the table that was a Democrat, and all of a sudden now we need to cleanse the office of the presidency. Get the fuck out of here. I don't hear not with no goddamn Republican senators ever fucking again. As far as I'm concerned, them motherfuckers, I want to hear nothing out of their goddamn mouths about cleansing the office and the Constitution because one or two things is going on when y'all running around here with this Constitution crap. Because everybody talk about the founding fathers and everybody want to talk about the Constitution and what it means and all that. Evidently, one or two things is going on. Either you don't know what the fuck it means, or you're trying to make us out here to be stupid. And the one thing I hate more than anything else is when a motherfucker try to make me out to be stupid. These politicians play on the fact that the general public is stupid, that the general public don't do their research, and they can just put on any little bullshit talking point out here, and we supposed to just go along with the get along, right? No, I ain't made of that ill. I ain't built like that. I'm not gonna just take what you say and I'm supposed to just sign it and say, well, it must be true. No, I'm not made like that. I ain't built like that, and I ain't cut like that. And no, it's not cool like that. We can make TikTok videos, but we can't look up a piece of information, see if it's factual. We can't do our own source set of fact checking. You're just supposed to just take what we say, right? And then when it's come time for your re-election, you up in our face talking about, yeah, I supported all that stuff that they got going on, and I was against the insurrection, and you need to vote for me because I will fight for you with every fiber of my being. We're gonna fight like hell to right the wrongs of. Nah, get the fuck out of here. You were just as complicit. You were an enabler, and you continue to enable bad behavior. Now, this isn't no way, shape, or form here to defend the Democratic Party. Them motherfuckers is just as corrupt. Them motherfuckers is just as evil, right? Because when Donald Trump won in 2016, right? they were pushing to what they were, they in a way challenged the election results. They did challenge. They had every right to challenge, right? So, and Kamala Harris got stuff about her too. It's well documented at this point about how corrupt and how evil and how how much of a fraud this woman is. We all know about Jim Crow Joe. Jim Crow Joe, well documented of all the corruption and all the shit he did to lock up black people, right? So even though they're the sitting president and vice president, but that doesn't in no way, shape, or form absolve them for all the corruption they've gotten themselves engaged in. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and all their corruption. We're not talking about that. You cannot pivot to whataboutisms and absolve your bad behavior just because somebody else engaged in another form of bad behavior. It don't work like that. Each case needs to be tried and need to be held to in its own account. We're not going to jump in a whole bunch of shit into one and well, what about this and what about that? And what about the Democrats doing this? And what about Joe Biden doing that? And what about Vice President Harris doing this? We're not talking about them. So stop bringing them up. They are not part of the conversation. They weren't part of what happened on January 6th. It had everything to do with that fucking orange man. It had everything to do with him. Everything. When you got the rioters basically wanting to hang Mike Pence, and they literally brought a noose to the Capitol. They literally brought a noose out there for Mike Pence. They're storming the Capitol. They're pissing and shitting in the Capitol building. They're going through legal documents, taking pictures. The guy got a fucking stun gun on his right leg. The same guy that was sitting up in Nancy Pelosi's office up there with his feet up, chilling, smoking a blunt, right? It probably was skunk weed for all we know. He got his feet up with a stun gun attached to his right leg or his right ankle. What's up, New Aces? What's good? So don't come in here trying to pivot from the issue at hand. Don't pivot. Because the only reason you're pivoting because you have nothing to defend this shit that happened on January 6th. I don't want to hear about no founding fathers and conservatives and all that bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. That had nothing to do with what happened on January 6th. The events that led up that what happened on January 6th had everything to do with Donald Trump and Trump alone. And these Republicans, these Senate Republicans still went out of their way to defend this man. Mitch McConnell, with that burnt up jack-off hand, still voted to acquit him, and then will make up that disingenuous speech, spewing out 30 minutes of fecal matter that I'm not going to get back. I know why Trump would do that, because he fucking lost and he did not want to accept the election results. Because had he won, will he hold a Stop the Steal rally on January 6th? On his official Twitter account, had he won the presidency, will we have any of this going on? No. And then think about it, John Wick, because you run around here, because you're 2 seconds away from getting blocked. The only reason I haven't blocked your ass yet, because I like you, John Wick. I like you. Right? That's the only reason I ain't sent you to the abyss yet. But I'm going to answer your question, right? Why would Donald Trump do that? Because he freaking lost. The only states he challenged was the states he lost. The states he won, he didn't challenge those states. He only challenged the 4 states that he lost. Now, trust me, he lost more states than that. But he only challenged the 4 states of Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And guess what? What's common in those 4 states? Because in those 4 states, the 4 cities, Detroit, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Milwaukee, those cities are predominantly black cities. And he challenge in those counties where there were predominantly black people there. Dog whistle politics. Dog whistle politics. He tried to get all those votes thrown out where there were black people there that was voting in those specific counties and those specific cities and those specific states. Also, let me ask you this, John Wick. This thing was challenged like 60 times in the court, and all 60 times it was thrown out. Now, he had this all-star team of lawyers with Giuliani, Sidney Powell, who's uncovering more by the day, right? That desperate housewives reject. She running around here, oh, yeah, Hugo Chavez and the Venezuelans, but, they created the smart manning and the voting, and they were all in this plot to overthrow Donald Trump, right? So why, if Smartmatic and Dominion Systems were not part of this scheme, right? If all this was a lie, then why both of those systems, the electronic voting systems, involved in lawsuits right now against Fox and Giuliani and Sidney Powell and OAN and Newsmax? Why are they getting sued for $2.7 billion if this whole thing was such true as you make it out to be? Huh? If this was true, why is there a lawsuit out there right now? Why is Fox fighting tooth and nail to get out of that goddamn lawsuit? Why is Lou Dobbs not have a job right now? Right? Right? All that was under the mouth of Donald Trump. Had he not gone out there talking about we need to go out there and we need to take back our country with strength. Now get this, y'all. This guy is the weakest man on the face of the earth. The dude could barely lift a fucking water bottle, for crying out loud. But he's telling y'all to go out there and fight like hell and display strength. But this dude can't even lift a water bottle. This dude had a secret 2:30 in the morning meeting at a hospital out there at Bethesda because this motherfucker caught a stroke, right? But he's telling y'all to go out there and fight like hell and show strength, right? This dude literally had the Corvinus Maximus on his deathbed. He's out there worrying that he might die. And he basically got some Regeneron and some kind of, mystery concoction, and he's back better than ever. Right? But he telling y'all to go out there and fight like hell, and you can only take back the country with strength. But this dude is the weakest man walking right here in America, but he's telling y'all to go out there and fight like hell. And was you out there? Did you go out there? Did you believe Donald Trump that you went out there? Let me find out you went out there. Because they're offering a reward for a motherfucker that for information leading the arrest. Let me find out you went out there. I will turn your ass in. No, I won't. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no motherfucking snitch. So I ain't built like that. I was just playing about that part. I don't snitch, right? But yeah, man, all that domino effect was a result of that man and that man alone. That man alone is why we had all this shit happen. And then when they sit up here and revise history, Trump don't want to pay his lawyers. That's why he got the type of lawyers that you deposit 25 cents at the goddamn machine for, and out comes two jackass public defenders. We only have 12 hours to prepare. Well, it sure as hell sounds like you had 12 hours to prepare. So no, am I pissed off? You goddamn right I'm pissed off. But am I surprised about what the event what happened yesterday? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. The motherfucker tried to get y'all killed, and y'all still voted for this dude to be acquitted. Unbelievable. What's up, Big Word? 3,000 degrees, man. Say Eric Johnson, TJ, James S. I figured I'd talk about it, I would. You didn't think I wasn't going to talk about it, right? I was going to talk about this at some point or another. Adrian Barbie, what's up, man? Salute. I was going to talk about this shit. But this is how you know somebody got you by the Johnson. It's like going in a bad relationship. Motherfucker beat your ass over and over and over again. Then he's a kind, loving person and all. And I know we have our disagreements, and I know I have a black guy. I know he tried to bite my nipple off and all that, but I still love him. I really do love him. He just does so much for me. Yeah, he continues to do too much to you, but yet you still go back to him. You got friends and family members telling you, "Hey, this guy is no good for you." Hey, but you just don't understand. You just don't see what I see. That's the kind of abuse that these Republican senators have subjected themselves to. You let motherfucker beat your ass, kick you, give you a black eye, bite your nipple off. You get kicked in the dick, all that shit, right? Motherfucker beat you within an inch of your life, and yeah, you still go back to that because you just don't understand. You just don't understand. You just don't understand. I love him. I love him so much. He just does so much for me. Really? Really? He does. Are y'all tired of winning? Y'all tired of winning? Are y'all tired of winning? Hey, you Republican senators out there that vote that's so complicit in this shit. Are y'all tired of winning yet? Huh? Y'all tired of winning? Y'all so tired of winning that he lost y'all the House, he lost y'all the Senate and the presidency. Man. What's up, Stephanie? And then get this, y'all. Now, mind you, if you're the member of the jury, what's up, Tech McBride? What's going on, man? Salute to you, right? Lindsey Graham was in a closed door meeting with the defense team for an hour and 10 minutes, right? Now he walks out there, and as soon as he get a question, well, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, right? Now there's only two other times. I'm speculating here. There's only two other times I see Lindsey Graham walk that fast. One is when he about to go to his appointment with his John on Saturday night when he getting hogtied and dicked down with a dildo and shit. And then maybe, he getting smacked with a goddamn whip, right? The second time I can see Lindsey Graham walking that fast is when he going to Bojangles on Sunday. It's the only other two times I see Lindsey Graham walk that fast. And it did Bussy Boy. Bussy Boy. It don't mean the thing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you Bussy Boy. Bussy Boy. It don't mean the thing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you Bussy Boy. Who's that? Give me that nasty fruit. Busty Boy. Oh, man. I'm going to get on motherfucker. Yeah, boy, I'm about to get on Lindsey Graham, man. I will not stop putting my foot in his ass, man. Fuck him. And Tim Scott too. You two are the worst representation for the state of South Carolina. I don't know how in the hell you two jackasses get up there, man. Straight up. But yeah, I ain't surprised by these motherfuckers, man. They don't need to be saying shit else. They need to go in their corner somewhere and never to be heard from again. For real. Make me sick. Blatant hypocrisy. The blatant hypocrisy is nerve wracking. Is mind numbing. Because I'll tell you right now, Barack Obama could not get away with half the shit. He couldn't even get away with 5% of the shit Donald Trump did. They literally went after Barack Obama when he wore a tan suit. That was their big uproar about Obama. He wore a tan suit. And yet, this dude tried to get people killed. This dude tried to overthrow the government, right? But yet, we're gonna turn a blind eye to all that, man. There's nothing to see here. You guys are being misled by the media. There's nothing to see here, and we need to go ahead and move forward, and we need to bring the country together, right? No, bring the country together for what? You want me to align myself with the same people that's trying to kill me? That's trying to plot and scheme every which way to keep me from being on the same level as they are, right? Because that's what they do, right? That's what they do. The minute you call yourself being on the same level playing field as them, they change up the rules on you, and you still behind the 8 ball. You don't believe me? Ask Diamond and Silk, right? Because all that buck dancing don't get you a retirement plan. Ask Candace Owens, right? She makes it her mission to fucking sell out, right? So no, I'm not gonna align myself with people that's and see that we're not talking about that, John Wick. Stop pivoting. Stop that pivoting, stop that whataboutism. Stop it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the events on January 6th. We're not talking about what happened with Obama. We're not pivoting to that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So no, we're not talking about that. We talk about the Orange Man. The Orange Man and all the stuff that he did on January 6th. And that leads to another issue. That leads to another issue, right? And that's the issue of accountability, right? Because if a dude try to get you killed and you still vote to acquit him, right? Where is the sense of accountability at? Huh? Because I tell you right now, had I did anything remotely close to that, if I even so-called stormed the Capitol, they'll be kicking down my door, arresting me right now. What's up, Kevin Wedderburn? And this, I'm not gonna sit here and defend Obama because Obama got his faults by him too, but we're not talking about that. We ain't talking about that. Salute to you, Kevin Wedderburn, in the building, man. Appreciate you for being up here. I appreciate everyone that's watching this video, that's going to watch this video. Donate, smashing the like. If you don't like me, you can throw the dislike button. I didn't lose no sleep over that. Right? But it should be baffling. It should be mind-numbing. Yes, your mind should be blown of why people who tried to get, or why people who were getting plotted on to get killed would turn around and vote to acquit this dude, right? It should be mind-numbing, but it should not be surprising because they never had the intention on finding this man guilty. They're literally going to the ends of the earth. And this leads to, and we need to take a lesson from this, everybody. All us fellow brothers and sisters, right? All our black constituents, right? That's in this room, that's going to watch this video, right? We need to take something from this, right? The one thing that Donald Trump and all his surrogates, through all the bullshit, through all the obfuscations, through all the misinformation, disinformation, right? Through all that, they are still willing to stand by their man, right? That is about being on code. And we need to take a lesson from these motherfuckers about being on code. Stop selling out. Stop being a goddamn sellout. Stop buck dancing, right? Stick to the issue at hand. When we're talking about reparations, we're talking about tangibles for black folks, We need to be on code. Stop taking crumbs from motherfuckers that's plotting for your own demise. You see that white supremacy is willing to go to the ends of the earth to protect what's theirs or what they so-called claim is theirs. We need to apply that same kind of energy and to take it what's ours, what's rightfully ours. So when such and such come in your town trying to lie to your face about, yeah, you know, we always got the heart of the black community and we stand with the black community. Really? Then why cities and suburbs getting gentrified there if you so-called stand with us, right? Why are our cities and towns getting gentrified? Huh? Why are you driving us out of our homes that we lived in for years, where kids and grandkids grew up at, and their kids grew up at? Why are you driving us out of our homes to build a corporate building? Why are you taking money from special interest groups for their agenda? Huh? But you with the black community? No, I don't believe you. You need more people. Why in these and then the areas you're not gentrifying? Why are you not building? Why are you not having resources in place where if someone's homeless, they have a safe haven to go in, right? If someone needs mental health, they can go in there too, right? For mental health or for physical health, right? Why are we not afforded the same kind of level of health care that you guys get, right? Why are these so-called homes that's like been infested with drugs and gangs and all that? Why are they not built up, right? Why are they not built up? But yet you with the black community, you know these people out here struggling. It could be through their indecisions, it could be through no fault of their own, but either way, it's the same result. But you're willing to go behind a guy that would pistol you and you're on fire, but yet you expect the same people that you thumbing your nose up at and sticking the middle finger at and shitting all over on a daily basis. You expect them same people to turn around and vote your trifling ass back in office. And there's only one reason why you won't afford us the same level of health care. You won't put the same kind of resources in place to where if someone is mentally ill, they can go in and get treatment, or if someone is physically ill, they can get treatment, or if someone is homeless, they can have a place to stay. So that way they're not freezing to death, or or getting heat exhaustion and dying out there in the middle of the street. There's only one reason that is because you're willing to keep us as third and fourth rate citizens, like the Queen Stephanie Dew said. Because you know that the black community is the biggest threat to white supremacy. And they know that. That's why they twist themselves into pretzels to keep us where we at. Now, last night, the Black Authority held a video about an IT workshop. It was about 3-4 hour video, whatever like that. They brought in different people, and they talked about ways that you can get yourself into the IT field, right? Whether through cloud, network plus, security plus, cloud, CCNA, cybersecurity analysts, all that, right? These jobs pay 6 figures for the people who are willing to put in the work. If you've not watched that video, I highly suggest you watch that video from last night. IT workshop by the Black Authority, Jason Black. These are ways we can empower ourselves. Instead of looking for white supremacy for a handout, we need to take the initial step. If they're not going to do it for us, then we need to do it for ourselves. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be a walk in the park. I'm saying this is a way that we can empower ourselves, the way we can provide ourselves and our families and their and our kids and their kids some kind of tangible, avenue the way you can generate and accumulate wealth. I'm not just gonna come in here and just talk about all the things that are wrong and not provide you a way to get yourself out of the situation you're in. I'm not gonna do that. I can't just come in here and just kick everybody, on a daily basis without providing some kind of avenue the way, like, if you're in a situation yourself, I can provide you some kind of tangible piece of information that you can take that can help you. These dudes are disgusting. These Republican senators are disgusting. And every time they come around your town, talk about, hey, you need to vote for me. You need to hold that carrot. You need to dangle that carrot over their fucking heads. But yeah, you guys definitely let me know what y'all think about all this, right? Remember, Black empowerment is the thing, is a movement. You either get with the program or you get left behind. But you can't say that the information not out there. You can't say no one's told you, right? If you choose to do nothing with it, there's no excuses here. You cannot make the excuse of no one's told you and I've been misinformed and all that when the information is out there at the power of your fingertips. If you can watch internet porn, you can apply that same energy to getting the knowledge necessary to generate wealth for you and your family. Smash the like, hit subscribe. Before I end this video, I wanted to shout out some individuals that have subscribed to my channel. It's very important because you guys are the reason why my channel exists. You guys are the reason why, my channel is growing. Yes, I put out the content, but it doesn't matter what content I put out if people are not subscribed and people are not willing to listen to what I put out. So I really take this seriously. And I wanted to shout out Patrick Renee. I wanted to shout out Ted Matrix for subscribing to the channel. Everybody that's watching this video, that's going to watch this video, Michael Smith, I appreciate you for being up in here. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. We cover a whole, I try to keep things on the sports and the political realm. I am coming out with a cooking channel. Why, make different foods and go on different road trips. And, we're going to profile, the different spots when I go on my road trips. So, if you would like to donate, there's my Cash App. There's my PayPal if you would like to donate to the channel. And I really do appreciate everyone that's watching this video, that's going to watch this video. And you guys are why I keep doing this, man. And I really do appreciate all the love and support. Even all you haters out there, you guys that hate me so much, but don't even know me from Adam, I appreciate you too. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, man. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!